What's up, everybody? Welcome back, man. It's your boy D-Friend. We're here for another episode of the D-Friend Show. Before getting this, if you're watching the playback and not watching live, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you know every single time that I post here on the channel as well. We got a lot of things to talk about. We got Pop Smoke album Fallout. We have Kanye West album updates. We have Space Jam reactions. Boosie Son, cringe. Kamala Harris, cringe. Bill Burr versus cable news. We got a lot of things to get into, a lot of things to discuss. Like I said, before we get into it, if you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. But you can also go to SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes to listen to the audio-only version over there. Just type in the D-Friend Show, and you'll find everything that you need over there. So first, we got to talk about Pop Smoke album. I did a live reaction to Pop Smoke's album, and Stephen Victor took it down. Stephen Victor, Republic. They watched my live stream. They didn't like what I had to say about it, so they blocked my live stream around the world. No, I'm just fucking with you. I hate when YouTubers do that. They YouTubers be stealing shit from people. Like they'll rip your content, or they'll react to a music video, or they'll react to somebody else's content. They're trying to block my copyright, dog. They gonna take it down. So I was expecting that. But the live stream was fun. Salute to everybody that came out and watched the live stream while I was doing it. But anyways, there's been a lot of criticism on the Pop Smoke album. A lot. Songs getting redone. Songs being remastered. Verses being swapped here. Verses being swapped there. Verses being taken off of the album. So we got a couple of stories to get into and a couple things to talk about. So anyways, Stephen Victor is, or was, Pop Smoke's, I don't know if it's his manager or just like the label head of Victor, which Pop Smoke went through with, I think it was Republic or Columbia, one of those record labels that he was signed to. So let's read it. So Stephen Victor addresses criticism surrounding Pop Smoke's Faith album. So anyways, the second posthumous album from Pop Smoke arrived on Friday, though some people weren't exactly keen on the outcome. For one, the star power that backed the project, such as Kanye West and Dua Lipa, didn't appease Pop's fan base, while a few of the tracks had been leaked, then reworked for the album. And I didn't know a lot of this, right? So I'm not like a super like Pop Smoke super fan. He got, what's that song? Meet the Woo 2, I like that. Shoot for the Star, Aim for the Moon, hits. That up to me will become a classic. Just got too many hits, too many great records. That'll be a classic. So all these leaks that was coming out and shit, I'm a little bit older. I'm not keeping up with the leaks. I'm not keeping up with all the stuff, things like that. But I got on my live, salute to Aiden Christian, who was letting me know the lowdown. Like, this was leaked, this came out, they switched this, they switched that. So he's put me on game while I was reacting to the album. So a few people have voiced their issues with the project, such as 808 Mello, which is, I believe, one of Pop Smoke's, like main producers while he was alive, Pop's childhood friend Mike D, as well as Rowdy Rebel. The Reroute rappers specifically felt the way about the release of Top Shotta that initially featured Eli Frost and had an entirely different beat. Rowdy called out the industry politics for moving Frost from the record, especially since it could have been a huge breakout moment for him. So that's one thing, right? We're going to read the rest of the article in a second, but I got to say something, dog. Like, that Top Shotta record, that shit was poo. I don't know. I see it was produced by the Neptunes. Maybe they thought that was being cute, cool, putting a little Caribbean flow. I don't know. Pop Smoke's Jamaican. Like I said, I don't get too deep in here. Like, oh, is he Jamaican? Is he from this? I don't know. They tried to do a little thing. They put on two other guys, and they had Pusha T on there. I thought the record was trash. I thought it was like, it was horrible. Didn't sound good. Wasn't pleasing to my ears. Did not like that record at all. So when I seen the dust up come in and people release it, oh, look, this was already a song. He had Eli Frost on there. It was already good like it was. And I heard the snippet of the Eli Frost Pop Smoke Top Shotta. That's how it sounded like it should have sounded. That's the record that should have been on the album. But Stephen Victor and Columbia, whoever, their whole crew, they want star power on the album, right? They want to put people on the album. They're trying to get an international appeal. They're trying to shoot for the stars, aim for the moon, no pun intended. They're trying to make this another big album like Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. So they'll just go and try to pull anybody that's a little bit bigger, throw them on. That's why you have a Kanye West feature, but Kanye West ain't doing shit for the track. I don't know why he was on that song. The Dua Lipa shit sound like some shit Dua Lipa did, and they just threw Pop Smoke on that. That's what it sounds like. I don't know if that's how it was constructed, but that's how it sounds. But that's how they do in the industry, man. They like I said, they kind of butchered this one. The last one was good, but I feel like, I can't confirm, but I feel like a lot of that shit was already done. A lot of it was already kind of worked out. Maybe this person hopped on later. Obviously, the baby on Thief in the Night, whatever the song was called. I like that song. he hopped on later because his verse was referencing Pop Smoke dying. So that was obviously later. But it sounded well together. This one did not sound well put together. But anyways, Steven Victor took to Twitter where he addressed the controversy surrounding two songs, specifically Top Shotta, which I just spoke about with Pusha T and two other guys, and Manslaughter featuring Rick Ross and The Dream. The former, unfortunately, wasn't able to be cleared on time, according to Victor, though he did mention a deluxe edition of the album was going to drop soon. I want to go to his tweets. Steven Victor says, y'all need to chill. The original Top Shotta beat wasn't clearable. Could not find Louis Rankin's estate. Working on the deluxe with Rico and Obasi, let us know what you want to hear. Then he says, OG Manslaughter was a song called Tricky Dick by the Train Robbers, and every member of that group estate was unreachable. The record label and parent label were defunct with no point of contact equal, could not clear. We tried during the last album. So this is what I got to say to Steven Victor, right? If you have a song that sounds good already and you cannot clear that beat, but the verse with that beat, everything matches up great, the song sounds great, don't try to do the industry shit, remix and re-rock, especially when it don't really sound that good. Because they could easily, if they really wanted to keep the Eli Frost guy, if they want to change beats or whatever, they could have found another like drill sounding beat, kind of configure something, maybe slow down this, speed up that. They could have worked some things out. I'm sure 808 Mello could have worked something out around that thing. But it seems weird because it seems like a lot of family members of Pop Smoke, close friends of Pop Smoke, close collaborators with Pop Smoke were pushed out of this album process while I was doing the live. I read a thing from his best friend Mike D that said they didn't even know there was an album going on. There was no input from them. There was no nothing. This is an industry label money grab on behalf of Pop Smoke for them. But like I said, I hope that his family gets to reap benefits from this. I hope that his family is allowed to gain money from this because, like I said, if this is all the Steven Victor, Columbia, or Republic, whoever he signed to, money grab, and they're getting all the bread and all the dough and nobody else seeing no money but them, then I don't like shit like that. But like I said, if the family's getting a little bit of bread and they're doing good and they're eating, I could take it like that, and I appreciate it, I guess, the effort. But if it's just a label money grab, I don't like that shit. And it seems like Drake also, let's throw Drake name in there real quick, agreed with Rowdy Rebel. So about the Eli Frost thing, because he did like, where's that? He liked Rowdy Rebel's post speaking about, he didn't even put the post in there. Anyways, he liked the post, anyways, of Rowdy Rebel saying that Eli Frost should be on the thing. Eli Frost just recently got arrested for like a shootout in Times Square, allegedly. He got arrested for that. I mean, crazy shit. So it seems like he wouldn't even been able to enjoy the praise and the whatever that he would have got from that. But also, you got to take this into account too. I can't put it all on Steven Victor. I can't 100% place blame on him because he did allow some artists who I did not know who they were, maybe people who are really in tune with underground, up and coming, like really up and coming artists, will be in tune with, as far as Busy Banks. I think I heard his name before, but I don't really know too much about his music. And the other guy, Ross Swish something, he was on Brush'em. I think it was Brush'em he was on. So they allowed people to be on the album that were a little bit smaller. Maybe they thought that Eli Frost's record on his verse on the new beat didn't really mesh well, didn't do really good with it. So they put on the two guys and added Pusha T on to it as well, because obviously Steven Victor is a part of Pusha T's situation. I don't know how, manager, best friend, whatever. He's a part of the situation. This is a good look for Pusha T. I'm sure Pusha T's trying to put out an album real soon. So this is some way of promotion for Pusha T as well, in my opinion. But speaking of albums and speaking of Pusha T as part of good music, Kanye West. So Kanye West has resurfaced, right? Kanye West comes out of the cave whenever he is gearing up to drop an album. Kanye West comes out of Wyoming when he is ready to drop an album. So he's activated Instagram. He's being seen out, more active. He's at the big three. He's at this fashion show. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's more active, and people are more aware of Kanye West in the moment. So the headline reads, Kanye West's new album arrives this week, according to Justin Laboy. Don't know Justin Laboy? He's the guy who, he does like the Instagram comments. You know, like he does like caption, like, oh, you should treat your lady like this or another man's going to come up and swirl her away respectfully. Like, shit like that. He's like the opposite of Kevin Samuels. Like he's like a panderer to women for likes and views rather than a critiquer of women, and, you know, regardless of critique, try to bring up whatever you believe Kim Simmons, that's on you. But they're like the opposite, right? In this climate of in time that we have. So anyways, Kanye West was supposed to deliver a follow-up to his 2019 studio album, Jesus King, last year, but it never came to fruition. According to Revolt TV personality Justin Laboy, the nearly mythical project, possibly the long-awaited Donda, is finished, and it appears to be inching towards release. In fact, he said it's coming this week. On Sunday, July 18th, Laboy hit up Twitter and revealed Kanye had played the album for him in its entirety the night before during a private listening party in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, this is what Laboy had to say about it, right? Kanye played his new album for me and KD last night in Vegas. Man, listen, the production is light years ahead of its time, and the bars sound like he's broke and hungry trying to get signed again. Any artist who plan on dropping soon should just push it back. The Kanye by Lil Baby record so crazy, y'all gonna leave that motherfucker on repeat all day and night. Baby really a GOAT. Then he says, let's argue. His name is Kanye West, and his new album is dropping this week. Is a classic. Don't at me. So he posts like a little meme. He kills every beat and every hook and every verse. Who is he? Kanye. And he says, he's like promoting this shit. If you want me to believe that Kanye West is cool with Justin Laboy, and I don't know him. I don't know if he's cool. I don't know shit about him. I don't know. He might be a cool guy. But if you really think that Kanye West is going out his way to hang out with Justin Laboy, just to be hanging out with Justin Laboy, I do not really buy it. I think Kanye is smart. Kanye likes to play like, oh, I don't know anything. All I know about is fashion and money and this. He knows what the hell going on. He knows who Justin Laboy is. He knows Justin Laboy has a big audience. And so he will use you by bringing you in and befriending you. Oh, Justin Laboy, you're so awesome. You're so great. We love your content. Come listen to my album. And anybody, I'm not going to say just on Justin Laboy. I would probably be green if I'm coming up, content creator, big platform, and Kanye West invites me personally to I would probably be green too. I might go a little crazy with my tweet. Classic, greatest Kanye album since My Beautiful Dark. I might go crazy like that as well. So I get it. But still, to me, it's more of a promo push by Kanye West. But also, when you look at the scheme, I don't think people are rushing to listen to Justin Laboy perspective on music. He's like a relationship guy. He's like I said, he's like, if your girl feet are cold and you don't warm up her feet, then she could go get another man to warm them up. Respect. Like, he's that guy. Anyways, Kanye West's album is really done. When it drops this week, we're probably not going to listen to anything else for a while. Let me go enjoy all the current artists I'm listening to until then. God bless. # respectfully. And like I said, the one thing I believe Kanye messed up with doing the Justin Laboy promo run is that Justin Laboy is doing way too much hype for this album. Right? I kind of take people's opinions here and here. I ain't seen nobody else tweet shit. I ain't seen KD tweet because I also had another tweet. I ain't never seen KD dancing like this like he was to the Kanye West album. I ain't never seen KD tweeting about no shit like that. So I take it with a grain of salt that it's going to be this great. You don't want people to be hyping your shit up like this pre-release, especially a motherfucker like Kanye who changes shit all the time. You don't want somebody like Justin Laboy. This is the greatest album of all time. He's rapping like he's broke. He's rapping like he's hungry. The beats will leave you just, oh, your ears melting. You don't want somebody doing that shit. Because when that shit comes out, if it does come out, I will be live on YouTube reacting to Kanye West album live. If it is not that, if it is another gospel album, I don't have no problem with Jesus. I don't have no problem with God. But if it's just another gospel album, then I know that Justin Laboy's, what's the word I'm looking for? His credibility on music, even though he's not a music guy, but obviously he's trying to be used as a pawn to promotion. I will never listen to anything he got to say about music, right? The production is light years ahead of its time. Light years ahead of its time. Now, that's believable for a guy like Kanye because Kanye does revolutionize music and he does revolutionize sound when he puts out albums. So I can believe that. But when you get to the bar, sound like he's broke and hungry, trying to get signed again. Kanye's got like what, $3 billion? He's real bougie lifestyle, real elegant, real classy. I highly doubt he's rapping like he's broke and hungry. He might be doing some hymns, you know. He might have a little bit of Sunday service in there, doing a little bit of choiring. But if you want me to believe that Kanye West is rapping like graduation or any shit like that, early shit, you're going to have to really show and prove with that one. Because that analysis, I just don't see. I am excited though for the Baby and Kanye record because Lil Baby is obviously like the guy right now. And Kanye West, like I said, everybody don't like Kanye West's new shit. I like the new things. Jesus King, like I said, no disrespect to Jesus, no disrespect to God. Has a couple little, church bangers on there. That's not really my thing. But the last one he dropped before that, the Please Excuse Me Being Anti, no. Is it anti? No, that's Lil Roddy Ricch shit. Please Excuse Me, I'm Bipolar. Whatever it was, somebody being bipolar. I like that album. That album was a pretty solid and good album. I know a lot of people don't like it because when you're somebody as great as Kanye West and you put out these masterpiece albums throughout the early days of your career, when you put out things that are like considered mid compared to those, they'll be looked down upon. That's the difficulties of greatness. If you're great at a certain point in time, you fall off a little bit, then you'll be looked at as you fell off, you're not as good as you once were, even though the level of content or the level of music that you're putting out compared to everybody else in the lower tiers is still high quality. But if it's you, then you're falling off a little. It's like LeBron. Use basketball. If LeBron's scoring 29 points a game, and then the next season he's scoring like 24, which is still pretty solid, what happened with LeBron? Where the 5 points per game? He's getting old. He's going down the drain. He's trash. That's how shit goes, and that's how it tends to happen for people of that magnitude, people that great, people like Kanye, people that are bigger than life. That's how it tends to happen for them. So like I said, if Kanye West actually drops album this week, he's having some listening party, and I think a stadium, just like he did with what's that one with the orange? What's that one with the orange shit on it? I like that album too. Had a great song with The Weeknd on there. Had no new friend. What the fuck it was called? No More Parties in L.A. Whatever that album that was the album. He did it at Madison Square Garden, going crazy, fashion show. It was great. He's doing the same thing with this album. So hopefully it lives up to the expectations that Justin LaBoy is putting on this album for Kanye West. So anyways, I want to get into a video that I seen on the internet that really shocked me. I'm going to say shocked me. Because this is what I talk about, right? I talk about this all the time. Rich kids who feel the need to be hood, to be street. Now, granted, your parents tend to be who you look up to, who you do become to be, right? So Boosie is obviously hood. He's whatever. Obviously, he's rich now, but Boosie still has that street essence within him, so it probably exudes onto his children. But the thing with Boosie is he's actually, I would assume, has been through certain things that kind of justify that character trait or whatever he presents to the people, right? So there's a snippet of his son going around rapping. Full video, full-fledged everything. His name is Lil Tootie. So we'll play it for you guys. Hopefully it doesn't get copyrighted, but you never know. It could be. It's a song. It's music. But who cares? Let's just react to it. This is Lil Tootie. I don't know. They say he's dissing something. I don't know shit about that. This look like kid shit. But let's just watch.
Make me mad, I'm touching something straight up out the gate. I say fuck a nigga, I'ma send that pussy to his grave. Got me fucked up, kiss that bitch in traffic, I'ma walk down, I'ma blow him up. Know that I be thugging in it, oh yeah, it's really up. They stepping for a nigga, heard my young and caught a body. We ain't ripping on no nigga. Pussy nigga got me fucked up, I'm rolling with them killers. Bitch, you know that I be thugging, I don't fuck with no gorillas. And I say what the knowledge is, what the business is. Get it clear, I'ma step on him. Pull on side the bitch and chop the whip. In that man mode, if you would've, then you gotta go. Put that on the fold, catch him in that back and break you got me.
Okay, so that is the clip of Lil Boosie's son rapping like he's, I'm the street. Now, I don't know Boosie's son. Maybe when Boosie was in prison, maybe he lived with his mama. Maybe Boosie wasn't giving up the child support. Maybe he was living. I don't know. But I just feel like when you have that, like if you've seen Boosie on Instagram, right? You've seen the Boosie manner. You've seen the lifestyle that his kids are. You've seen it. He's got this big ass house, all this land. Behind that is a full-fledged basketball court, and then there's more land behind that, which is a full-fledged football field, pool, wild lifestyle. Like I said though, it's not this kid's fault. Right, he's just mimicking his family. Right, this is how Boosie do. This is how he acts. So he sees this way to get on. So this is how he doing. But he might actually believe it. It's just I don't know. See, like I see the person in the comment section. They was like, I praise what's his name, Master P for the way, like Master P from the hood. Same way they Boosie. They're both Louisiana hoods. But, you know, they both get wealth and they do things a little bit differently. Now, I like Boosie. He's hilarious. He's funny. But when his son do it, it's like, you're still young. Like, he's like 17 now, but he's been young. Little Tootie Raw. Like, we heard the stories when my son was 12. I let him get some head from a stripper. A lot of people kind of push back on that. Because at the end of the day, it is child molestation. It is child rape, essentially. Whether it's a boy or girl, doesn't matter. It still is what it is. Still a form of molestation. But I don't know. I just seen that and I was just cringing. I just wanted to play that. I don't know why. But I was like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, kids that have good lives do this because they feel like this is the way to get on. Or this is the only way to be real. That's how, when you hear people talk about Hassan Campbell, and not even just Hassan Campbell, when anybody refers to street in terms of the real, recognize the real, you only real if you understand this, that brainwashes these kids to think, I'm not real if I do regular shit. If I'm a regular person, I like regular things that don't have nothing to do with the street. If I like Pokemon, if I like Yu-Gi-Oh, if I like code, if I like anything that's deemed regular or square, I am not real. But if I indulge in the street life, if I talk about killing, shooting, selling dope, whatever, then people will look at me with a different light. They'll listen to me. I'm real and I'll be solidified. And that is a cancer to any society. Now, like I said, if you are in that life and you have to be there, right? You have no choice. You're born into it. Every day you're walking around, people shooting at you. You got to defend yourself. Everybody wants to fight you. You're walking down the street, people just randomly want to fight you. You're broke, whatever. I get that. No ill will towards those people. Now, life is also, don't want to shoot you too much, Bill. Life is about choices and decisions, but I could see a little bit more understanding in that light. But people who have rich parents, people who have wealth, I don't get it. Even if your parents were from the hood, even if Boosie act like he is hood to the T, your kids should not be acting like that. Like when you see T.I.'s son, where he reaching for this, I know he been rich. I see him on TV. I know he been rich all his life. Why is he doing that? It is different from defending yourself. Defending yourself, anybody can defend yourself. Street, not street, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, anybody has the right to defend themselves. But just the way people talk and the way they carry themselves seems to be like that's what people believe is the way to be real, the way to be respected. You can't just be regular and be respected. I respect Romeo and he's regular. His daddy's Master P. If you look at what happened, was it Calico Projects he was from? Look at the shit he had to do to get on. You know he from the hood. You know he's street, but he did it a different way after he came into wealth. Now he's built wealth even more. His son's playing basketball at Tennessee State. He decided a $2 million deal with some app. Like, do it a different way. Everybody's going to do things a different way. No disrespect to anybody. It looks weird to me when I see rich kids that do that. Because it ain't just little Tootie Raw that's doing it. I see regular kids I went to school with. Live in the suburbs. Nice house. Big house. Oh, my God. I wish I could live there. Now I ain't saying I was broke. My people was broke. But, like, we didn't live in those mansions that y'all was living in. And I see y'all reverting the streets. I get confused. I don't know if you get confused, but I get so confused when I see shit like that. But that's my analysis on that, in that situation right there with Tootie Raw. Speaking of kids and things that go on in the kid realm, that sounds weird, but anyways, Space Jam. So Space Jam dropped last Friday, I believe. Space Jam, A New Legacy, steals ball away from Black Widow with 31 million plus opening. Best for Family Picture and Warner Bros. Through the pandemic. So, my guy LeBron has gotten a lot of flack over Space Jam. He's got a lot of people talking ish, on social media about Space Jam. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Space Jam. Space Jam was a pretty decent movie. I think people was coming in thinking, like, I'm gonna look at this like, okay, we're going to compare everything to the original Space Jam. What did Michael do? What did LeBron do wrong? Whose was cheesier? Oh, no, but Michael did it. You can't look at it like that, right? I see someone post a perfect tweet that kind of went viral. Space Jam is for kids. You could tell, by the way, when they turn LeBron to a cartoon, the shit is for children. It's not for us. Well, I'm not even 30, but it's not for an older demographic. It's not for us older. I'm not 30, but it's not for the older people. It's for the kids. That's why it's really cartoony. That's why it's really cheesy. That's why there's video game input. The kids love the video game. Like, that's why all these things are in place for this movie. It's not for us. But as a person who is older, like I said, not 30s, but older, I can appreciate it. Was LeBron a little bit cringy in the beginning? Yeah. When LeBron came out there to watch his sons playing basketball and he tried to be like the tough dad, like, hey, you need to be hooping and take. It was cringe. Is LeBron the greatest actor in the world? No. But, I get it. He wanted to make a movie, cement his legacy within that Space Jam franchise, because the GOAT, y'all's GOAT, Michael, I grew up in the LeBron, so I'm a rock with LeBron. But people's GOAT, Michael Jordan, he did his thing. So LeBron, okay, let me add to it. Let me add to the Space Jam. That's why I believe they didn't call Space Jam 2. You don't want to call Space Jam 2. Even though it's Space Jam, people are still going to tie it to Michael Jordan, but a new legacy. We'll switch it up a little bit. But overall, I thought the premise of the movie was good. I thought the plot, save your son. Your son doesn't know that he's being manipulated by this evil internet algorithm thing. I liked it. It was pretty good. The only thing, obviously, comparing them, like acting-wise, I think Michael Jordan may be a more natural actor than LeBron James. I think it's safe to say that from both movies I watched. And the Monstars compared to the Goon Squad, I don't know. Like the Monstars, I think this is what it is. It's also classic bias, right? When something is deemed as a classic, anything that comes out after that is eerily similar to that thing, people will look at already with a negative light. Like, there's no way this could be better than the original Space Jam. Space Jam is a classic, but like I've been saying, even when talking with my friends, I want to know what people in 1996, when Space Jam originally released, right? When people was watching movies, they was a little bit older, 1996, came to the theater to see Michael Jordan. He just won a championship with the Bulls. Like, Michael Jordan in a movie. I wonder how they perceive that in that moment. Were they overjoyed? Were they calling it a classic? Was it the best thing? Or were people like, it's a little corny. Mike's a little bit awkward when he's acting. It looks a little bit weird. And then it became a classic over time because kids, like my age, I love Space Jam, liked it and it became a classic. Because I wonder if the kids now will watch this and they'll make it their classic because this is their time. It's a new legacy for Space Jam. So, salute LeBron, man. He making moves on and off the court. Obviously, it's a big box office success for Warner Brothers. They say they made $31 million in the movie theaters. I'm wondering how much they made off of HBO Max subscriptions to run and go watch the Space Jam movie. I'm very interested to see that. I just realized I wasn't recording this shit, so I may have to wait to put the clips. It don't matter, whatever. Anyways, let's talk about Bill Burr. Because he's going all around the internet. Oh, my God, Bill Burr killed CNN. CNN's done for. Bill Burr trashed them. But a lot of people are leaving out. They actually trashed everybody. So this is an article. Bill Burr trashes Fox News for leaving out key detail and coverage of his CNN rant. A headline from Fox News, which originally came from the New York Post, made quite the omission from Burr's rant about CNN and cable news. Bill Burr, legend, longtime fans of stand-up comedian Bill Burr, perhaps aware of the fact that for years he has talked negatively about American cable news. His rants about CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC have been a part of his podcast that include the Monday Morning Podcast and Thursday Afternoon, Monday, just before Friday, Morning Podcast. On July 15, 2021, Burr ranted yet again about cable news, in particular CNN. On his Thursday, just before Friday, Monday Morning Podcast, the moment led to quite a bit of coverage over the following weekend, likely after publishers noticed that Burr's name was trending on Google. One of the more prominent stories came from Fox News and the New York Post, which omitted one key detail. Here's his rant. The main point of the first part of Bill Burr's rant was about CNN was purportedly continuing to provide coverage for former U.S. President Donald Trump. This is his quote. They want Darth Vader to come back. They want him to come back because they've got nothing to talk about because it's show business. And Joe Biden is a fucking bore. They can't bitch about him because he's wearing a blue tie. So now what are they going to do? They're going out there. They're doing what they did the first time to get this guy elected by giving him all this free coverage while they act like they allegedly don't like him. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. They're a corporate news channel, and they're just fucking treasonous American pieces of shit. Just like Fox News, MSNBC, just like all of them, just like fucking all of them. So everybody, CNN, that kills CNN, but he's talking about everybody. All American news channels are shit. They are. All of them. They all peddle shit to the people, divisive shit to the people, because they know that people trust these people. Right? These media outlets. They trust these people. They trust their opinions, whether it be Tucker Carlson, whether it be Rachel Maddow, whether it be Don Lemon, whether it be Sean Hannity. These people trust their opinion. But news is all about narratives. News is all about propaganda. It is pushing your narrative to the people so they will believe what you were saying to everybody. Oh, I'm telling the truth. I've got the truth on my side. We're all telling the truth. It's so many goddamn truths. If you watch the news, right? Each news channel could be talking about the same exact story, and everybody will come to a different conclusion. So as a viewer, as a listener, and mainly older people, because I don't feel like younger people really get caught up in the shit. Some people do. Like younger people have new media, right? We have new things to listen. Like if you're on the left, you probably listen to Sam Cedar, David Pacman. You listen to like Hassan, what's his name on Twitch? Hassanabi, whatever he calls himself, Hassan. And if you're on the right, you probably listen to Ben Shapiro, Lateral Crowder, Blaze Media. You listen to all these people. You don't really watch cable news that much. Maybe Tucker Carlson, because he's like the most popular cable news. Every time on YouTube, Tucker Carlson fights against, what's that shit called? What's the new little buzz thing they got going on right now? Critical race theory. Oh, critical race theory. Oh, my God. These things that we're like supposed to be scared of, right? Because at first nobody gave a fuck about critical race theory. You know what the news started doing? The news starts, they're coming for your children now. Your children. Hey, they're coming for the kids. They're trying to indoctrinate your children with critical, I don't know too much about that shit, so I ain't really going to dive into what it is. Is they wrong? Is they right? But that's like the new election tactic, right? Don't you notice and realize in media, they're always going to latch on to one thing for like a couple months, and when that shit runs out, they jump on to the next thing. But in going back to Bill Burr, and his rant about these people, and his rant about the media and how they love Trump, yeah, they love Trump. If they could get Trump back in office, they would love it. Even if they act like they don't like Trump. Even if they say they hate him. If they can get Trump back in office, they would love it. You know why? Because like you said, it's show business. People want the person in power to be able to bring them views. Joe Biden don't bring views. Joe Biden is boring. I don't know what Joe Biden does. We spoke about this on Absolutely Unsure podcast. Go check that out. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. Just type in Absolutely Unsure. Anyways, I don't know what Joe Biden is doing. Right? Now, obviously, if I was like really into it and reading every headline and reading it, I'd probably get a gist of what he does, what he says. But with Trump, you couldn't escape it. It don't matter where you at. I knew what he was doing at every moment, every channel. I knew when Trump took a shit. I knew when he fell outside. I knew when he went to go walk his dog. I knew when he fought. I knew everything about Trump. So obviously the media, they'll vilify Trump, they'll hate Trump, but secretly, them heads, like whoever runs CNN, whoever runs these cable networks, they would salivate for Trump to be back in office for another 4 years. I guarantee you, could you imagine having a contract negotiation during the Trump era? Say you're Don Lemon, say you Rachel Maddow, say you're Tucker, say any of these people in the Trump era. And obviously Fox News, they love Trump, so whatever. Let's say Rachel Maddow. She was big on the Russian conspiracy, big on it. Every night she's talking about it. I think they still talk about it. Could you imagine? It's like, you got 2 years left, Rachel. Your views are a little bit low. Your ratings ain't as great as they once were. Trump pop in. Boom. Rachel Maddow getting 13 million people a night. I mean, I don't know the exact number. I don't know the exact number of people she was getting, but let's just say she was getting 13 million, 14 million. But previously, before Trump, she was getting like 5, 6, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, these aren't exact numbers, but and you pick up a $20 million contract from Trump, I would want Trump back in office. I don't care about the policy. I don't care what he's doing to kids in cages, because a lot of them, they're elite people. Don't let these people fool you. They're not of the people. They're not for you. They're elite. These people live in New York. They live in these fancy penthouses. They are elite figures. Even Tucker Carlson, he's an elite. They're elite people. They will not come down and shake your hands even though you think they might. They will not. I don't care about their new shows and their new setups. Or got wood in the background, looks more cabin and down. No. They don't care about you. People got to do their own research, because people see this Bill Burr shit and they'll just read, fuck CNN. CNN is the worst. We hate those pieces of shit. They're killing America. They're doing this, doing that. But, read a little bit down. You see, you're talking about everybody. Fox News, MSNBC, whatever. Y'all shit too long. Everybody. Not just one. Everybody. And I get it, because especially that politics shit, it's easy to garner an audience, a strong audience in politics. When you're sitting here like me talking about music, it's kind of hard to garner like a strong fan base. Right? There's not a lot of people. It's not, you can't, because you're not really, a lot of times to grow an audience, watch the show, How to Be a Tyrant. It relates to a lot of things in media, whatever. Like, if you can get people to galvanize behind one thing, which they can do, like, hey, the left, we hate them. There's a million people that hate the left. The right, they're evil, they're racist. A lot of people hate them. And if you speak against that, it'll be easier for you to garner support and garner things. And a lot of these people's, I don't even gonna lie to you, they probably don't even care about the shit they're talking about. Because behind the scenes, whether they're on TV or not, they're probably more chummy. But like I said, they're elite. They're in these are millionaires. They got $1 million houses, 15 million. They're millionaires. They hang out with each other. Regardless of how much shit they talk to each other on the internet, they hang out. They know each other's families. They do this. They're friendly. But they'll have me and you believing. I'm not on the side. I'm like right in the middle. There's some shit I agree on this side, and shit I agree with on this side. But let's say I'm on the left and you're on the right. They have me and you wanting to kill each other. Can't trust my neighbor. He's a goddamn liberal. He's a goddamn Trumpy, whatever. But they'll be chummy. They'll be buddy. Hey, Sean, what's going on, man? I know, hey, on TV, you're a racist. I hate you on TV, but, Sean, you're a pretty good guy. I like you, Sean. You're an all right guy. But for the people, they would love to have the people rip each other's head off, because you know why? It keeps that media class in power, because you'll always go and run to either affirm or get a new opinion from that person. And nothing nobody likes more than for their opinion or their commentary to be reaffirmed by someone that they believe is a higher up. If you say something at work, right? Say you say something at work. Trump did this great. He did da-da-da. He done given this, that. He raised unemployment for black people, da-da-da. People at work, no, he doesn't. When you go on TV, you see Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, they say, hey, this is Trump did this, he did. You feel good. Same on the left. Same. It ain't just a right thing. Left and right. Same shit. They all do it. I agree with Bill Burr. And I don't know about untreasonous, whatever, but that's what the media does. The media feeds into the bullshit and divisiveness because it brings ratings, because drama brings ratings. It's like what I'm seeing now on YouTube. Like, you watch YouTube and this whole Kwame Brown, Hassan Campbell thing, people are like, oh, Hassan Campbell admitted that he did it for the views. Oh my God, how could he? He's so immoral. Dog, that's the game. That's media. And you know why they do that? It ain't necessarily just because of them. It's the consumers. It's the people. I say this a million times. People like the bullshit. People like to watch people go back and forth. They like the chaos. They like the drama because it's entertaining. At the end of the day, whether you believe it or not, these cable news shows, this is entertainment. Like Bill Burr said, this is show business. They're not there to, I'm going to give these guys the best information. They're there to entertain. They're there to give you whatever. That's why they're there and not the expert on X, Y, and Z. They're there because they can give information that they're given, presented in a certain way, but also be entertaining. And then we'll bring on the specialist of economics who's boring, but he got the facts or he got this. We'll bring him on to discuss whatever. Right? That's how they do it. That's how they draw you in. Like I said about the Hassan Campbell and Kwame Brown thing, that's YouTube. If you could capitalize on drama, That's good. If you get into a beef with somebody, your views are going to go up. Your subscribers, depending on where you fall in the beef, may go down, may go up. But your views will get there. Your views, like, that's all that matters. If people get on people's channels, they drop hella rude comments, mean, whatever you want to call them. They give you hella dislikes. That's cute. As long as you viewed it and you might have caught an ad or two on accident or on purpose or whatever, we'll be fine with that. That's why I don't get. People are so confused. Like, you think, like I said this a million times with Kwame Brown. Great message, great whatever. But do you really think if Kwame Brown was to get on his platform every day and speak about coding, and I see his son Campbell say this, but I've been saying this, and was to sit there and talk about coding every day and what they could do for black youth, that all these thousands, 100,000 people will be watching every day? No, they wouldn't. It's just they wouldn't. They wouldn't. Look at how he started. He started out, what's his name? Barnes and Jackson talking shit to Kwame Brown. He responded to them. That's how the shit got popping, because like he said, he's been posting on YouTube about these same things, YouTube and Facebook, but it didn't blow up. Why? Because once the drama came, that's when the fame came. The drama came, the fame came. So when you see Kwame Brown, then he goes to Charlamagne. We got this big scandal. Charlamagne did this, he did that. Stephen A. Oh my God, he did this, he did that. And then any YouTuber that comes at him, Tommy Sotomayor, Hassan Campbell, he'll use that. His last 6, 7, 8, 9 live streams have been about Hassan Campbell. He's going to milk the drama because he knows it brings views. I don't care about the high mighty shit. I know people are trying to get views. Everybody wants to get views, especially if you're making content. You want to get views. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Kwame Brown is not above wanting to get views. Because like I said, if he really just stuck to coding, he would have viewers, obviously. But eventually people are like, damn, Kwame Brown ain't joking on somebody. Oh, damn, he ain't cracking on somebody. Hey, Kwame, I get it, code's cool, but hey, I heard this YouTuber I heard this guy just said something about you, Kwame. What do you think? Get at him. Give him some of the mama's cooking. He like, nah, I'm going to chill out that drama shit. I know I'm going to let these guys talk about me, but I'm going to say, fuck it. I'm going to just focus on my mission. I'm not going to talk going back and forth with these guys. Even if they mention you first, I'm not going to go back and forth with these guys. I'm going to do this. But he know you got to put the medicine in the candy, and the candy is drama. And people like the drama. That's why when I look at certain shit, I be like, he liked the drama, because when I see this self-talk dude that makes videos for Kwame Brown, and the self-talk guy makes videos of old ass shit for Kwame Brown to react to like it's new, and Kwame Brown will react to it for content because he knows that's gonna get him views. Like recently, the self-talk dude made a video about DJ Envy getting at Deezus and Mero, right? Because they said she said something like, "Oh, I don't know DJ Envy. I know Rashad. That's his real name. I know Rashad. I don't know the character of DJ Envy. I know Rashad." And they said, "Oh, I bet you know them DJ Envy checks though." DJ Envy took offense to that. They came on the show, and he went at them like, "Hey, I mean, like y'all could joke on me, but don't," because you kind of insinuated that my wife is a gold digger. Jokes or not, a lot of people don't like people speaking on their family, speaking on their wife. You talk about me, I'm in the media, I'm in entertainment, but don't speak of my wife. I can say that could be looked at disrespectful. The self-talk guy made a video clip about it. Kwame Brown reacted to it like it was some new shit. That shit happened when Deezus and Mero were still. Oh, my bad. I was reading a comment. Deezus and Mero, that show was still on Vice when they made it. They've been on Showtime for 3 years now. That video is 3 to 4 years old, and they're talking about it like it's some new shit. You know why? Because, hey, let's produce drama-creating content we know Kwame's going to react to. We know he's going to shout us out for putting it out there, and then he's going to react to it. He's going to get views. People are going to watch it like it's some new shit. I don't even get that. That's one thing I'll get about the audience. They watch it like it's new shit. Oh, my God. DJ Envy, oh, yeah, he is a dog because he defended his wife. I'm like, we're going to clown this nigga because he defended his wife? I don't get that. But it's because the people don't like the elites, the whatever, the this, the that. And it's not about Kwame Brown. It's not about him. I got a lot of critiques about the Hassan Campbell guy, too. Hassan Campbell will continually call Kwame Brown an Illuminati, continuously say he signed an oath, continually say he signed a contract to get rich and do this and do that. Brother, do you not want to be rich? He was saying, if you want to get $100 million, you got to sign an oath. No, you don't. Just work hard, get the bread, and get out. Do you want to be broke? And the thing is, Hassan Campbell isn't even broke. But that's another aspect of what I'm saying. People know that they have to act like they're of the people to get traction with the people. They got to be regular. I got to be this. Can't look like I'm too rich. You think he got a chain and a watch and all that shit because he broke? No, he got money. And I'm sure he wants to accrue and accumulate more wealth and more money. But like you said, to blend in with the regular everyday people, you have to act like you don't want to be rich. Me, I want to be successful as I can be. That's why I'm doing a show style. I'm not doing like just, oh, here's a video of this happened. No. I'm doing like a show because I want it to turn into something else. Maybe get signed by a big this, a big that. Like, I want to be able to make as much money as possible. Like I said, I look at people in radio, and maybe radio won't be the thing by the time I get on, podcasting as well. You see Call It Daddy make $60 million, I want to be in that pot. I see Joe Rogan making $100 million, I want to be in that pot. Not saying I'm going to get $100 million, but if Spotify called me and say, hey, we'll give you $20 million for your show, you know what I'm going to do? Sign on the dotted line. I don't want to be just this to act like, oh, well, shit, now I got money. So people can think I'm part of Illuminati. Bro, be successful as you want to be in whatever you do. I don't care what it is. Whatever you do, be as successful at it as you can be. Don't let people tell you, oh, now you got money, you must. No. Fuck them. They can stay in the hole they in. If you're a farmer, if you're a landscaper, if you do plumbing, anything you do, a lawyer, a doctor, anything you do, you should be trying to be the best at it and accrue the most money from it that you can. Don't let nobody tell you no bullshit. Oh, he got rich, he had to sign it. Oh, he must be a part of the Illuminati. No. Try to be as wealthy as you can. Try to create as much generational wealth as you can, because that's another model people like to say. It's just an excuse for people who don't make it. Oh, I didn't make it because I didn't want to sign to the Illuminati. I didn't want to get spanked on the ass. Just like whatever bullshit they bring up and talk about, that's what that is. But anyways, I went off on a rant. It's supposed to be about Bill Burr, but I went to the because I seen it recently. A song came did a whole live. I don't know. Every time I see somebody say something like people that are rich, oh, he signed the oath. He's the Illuminati because he played basketball and he got millions of dollars. And I'm like, that's dumb shit. That don't make any sense. You should want to be Hassan Campbell should want to be the most successful YouTuber that there is. That's what he's doing. If you're not doing whatever you're doing to be the best at it, then what are you doing it for? You should be doing it because you want to be the best at what you're doing. You know what comes with being the best at what you do? Most times this profession makes money. Not saying you're the best hot dog eater or whatever. If you do something that makes money, if you do something that makes money, you're the best at that, you in turn will make a lot of money. So anyways, all I got for you guys, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel every single time that I post. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. The clips will come out later. You can go to SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes also if you want to listen to the audio version only of the show. See you guys next time.